Hi boys and girls. Yesterday you were able to watch a short film and analyze the characters in it. Remember, when you analyze a character, you can look at the things that they do and the things that they say and see what it says about them inside. Well, we're going to read a story today called Farfallina and Marcel. And as we do it, we're going to analyze their characters. Before we do, let's talk a little bit about ways to discuss characters. Now, we all like to say the word nice. Oh, that person is nice. He did a nice thing. But it's time for us to go beyond nice and use some other words. Instead of saying a character is nice, we can say they are friendly, kind, lovely, fair, compassionate, and helpful. Those words give us more description instead of just nice. Nice? Why are they nice? Are they nice because they're helpful? Are they nice because they're friendly? Why are they nice? We need to give a little extra description. More words to describe nice can be gentle, delightful, polite, caring, loyal, and sweet. These words go farther into detail about the word nice. Farfallina and Marcel by Holly Keller. The rain fell all morning. It splattered on the pond and it splashed on Farfallina's leaf. She found a dry spot and ate it. "Hey," said a little voice, "you're eating my umbrella." Farfallina peered over the edge. A small gray bird was huddled underneath. Farfallina liked his soft feathers and his gentle eyes. "I'm Farfallina," she said, and she slid down to the ground. "My name's Marcel," said the bird. He liked Farfallina's smile and her pretty colors. The rain turned to drizzle and Farfallina wanted to play. "I'll hide and you find me," Marcel agreed. So Farfallina hid under a fern close to the ground because she knew that Marcel couldn't climb. Right here, what does that tell you about Farfallina's character? She hid under a fern near the ground because she knew that Marcel couldn't climb. Remember, we don't want to just say she's being nice. We want to describe how is she being nice? Why is she being nice? Is she being nice because she's a good friend? Is she being nice because she's being sweet? What is it that she's doing that's making her nice? "Now I'll hide," said Marcel when he found her, and he hid right behind the tree because he knew that Farfallina moved slowly. "I can take you for a ride in the pond," said Marcel. Farfallina inched her way up Marcel's back. "You tickle," said Marcel, and he slipped into the water. Farfallina giggled. "There's so much to see," she said. Farfallina and Marcel played together every day. They liked the same games, and they liked each other. But one day, Farfallina was not herself. "I'm not sick," she told Marcel, "just a little uncomfortable. I need to climb up onto a branch and rest for a while." "I'll wait for you," Marcel called as Farfallina made her way up the tree. Marcel watched until Farfallina was completely out of sight. Then he settled himself in the grass and waited. Night came and then morning, but Farfallina didn't come down. Marcel called to her, but she didn't answer. He was very worried and terribly lonely. Weeks went by. The afternoons grew longer and warmer, and Marcel went to the pond. He was growing, and when he looked at his reflection in the water, he hardly recognized himself. He went back to the tree every day to look for Farfallina, but she was never there. After a while, he gave up. What does it say about him that he came back to the tree every single day? Remember, don't just say the word nice. At the top of the tree, Farfallina was snuggled in a blanket of glossy silk. She was growing too. The sky was blue and clear the morning she was ready to come out and open her beautiful new wings. She had no idea how long she'd been up in the tree, and she floated down to find Marcel. "I'll just wait," said Farfallina when she didn't see him, and she sat on a flower. Night came, and then morning, but Marcel wasn't there. Farfallina was tired and confused. She fluttered around a bit and went to the pond. The pond was glassy smooth except for the ripples, made by a large, handsome goose who was swimming in solitary circles. Farfallina shivered with disappointment. She went over to the pond to look for the small gray bird named Marcel, but he never came. One morning, the goose stopped his silent rounds and spoke to her. "You must like it here," he said. Farfallina fluttered a bit. "I've been waiting for a friend, but I don't think he'll come." Marcel liked her smile and her brilliant colors. "I know how you feel," he said. "I lost a friend too. She just vanished into thin air." Farfallina liked his sleek feathers and his gentle eyes. "A ride around the pond might cheer you up," Marcel said. Farfallina thought it would, so she settled on Marcel's back. "It's funny," Marcel said, "but I feel as if I'd known you for a long time." "I was just thinking the same thing," said Farfallina. "My name is Farfallina. What's yours?" Marcel stopped suddenly. He beat the water with his strong wings. Then he swam around and round and round. What do you think it means that he's beating the water with his strong wings and swimming around and round and round? What is that telling you about what he's feeling right now? "It's me, Farfallina!" he shouted. "It's me, Marcel! Is it really you?" "It is," Farfallina shouted back. They looked at each other and laughed. By evening, they had explained everything, and they fell asleep, smiling at the stars. The end. Oh, not the end. Farfallina and Marcel spent the rest of the summer playing just as they had before. Marcel was careful not to fly too fast because he knew that Farfallina couldn't keep up. Farfallina didn't hide in the flowers because she knew Marcel would never find her. And when the leaves on the trees around the pond turned red and gold, they decided to go south. Together. The end. You have a sheet that looks like this with 3 different character actions on it. Lift the flap and write. If you don't have a piece of paper to glue it onto, you can just write on the back of the sheet. You can make the flap and then write on the back of the flap. Marcel hiding right behind the tree. What does that tell you about Marcel's character? Marcel came back to the tree every night. What does that tell you about his character? Farfallina sat on a flower for a long time. What does that tell you about her character? Remember, you're not allowed to use the word nice. Nice is off limits. No nice. You can use friendly. You could use delightful, polite. You could use dedicated. But you cannot use the word nice. I would like each one to be in a complete sentence. So Marcel was blank because blank. Okay? Complete sentence. No nice. All right, on Flipgrid, upload one of your responses to me so I know you did it. Bye.